Hi and welcome to this video covering the admin screen functionality of the Evolution e-commerce platform. Of course, the admin screen is the place where you go to manage all aspects of the storefront. So everything from customers, products, orders, and a whole bunch of sales and marketing activity as well. When you first log into the admin screen, you're going to get the welcome dashboard pop up. And the welcome dashboard starts you off with some useful information when you first throw up the admin screen. So you're going to see things like orders you had today versus yesterday. You're going to see the change in the variance, order breakdown for the last 7 days, top 30 customers by spend, and the top 20 search keywords that people use to actually find products on the store. In addition to that, you can get quick links from orders, products, categories, and customers. So it's just a dashboard, you don't have to do anything with that, and once you get finished looking at it, you can close the window, and that's going to leave you with the Evolution desktop. So the whole back end of the software has been deliberately designed to look and work and feel like a Windows desktop. And the reason that we did that is because most people know how to work one of them. So we wanted to build a product where you don't need to be a PhD in computer science to get up and running with the system. With a little bit of training, even normal non-techie people can get up and rolling with the software pretty quickly. So that was the thinking behind the design choice, at least. So like a Windows desktop, if you want to access the functionality, you can either click on a desktop icon, or you can go ahead and click the start button to get a list of all the features within the admin screen. Now, we will just pick a selection of these to burn through on the demo. We're going to start by having a very quick look at the customer manager. So what this does is it brings up a list of all the customers registered on the store, and from here you can add a new customer by clicking on that button right there. You can import a whole bunch of customers if you've got them on an Excel spreadsheet somewhere. Alternatively, you can search for a customer to go into that record and do something with that guy. So I'm going to search for my demo account. We'll go ahead and click on the account ID. That takes us into that customer record. When you first log into the customer record, it's going to give you what we call the static information for this guy. So default billing and shipping, telephone number, when did you last log in, all that kind of stuff. But beyond that, there are some nice customizations you can make at this point. So for example, you could upload this customer's logo. And if you do that, when they log in, they're going to see their logo instead of yours. And they like that for some reason, you know, makes them feel good. You can run some reports on this customer. You can do a customized homepage message for this customer when they log in, and you can also customize the message on that customer's account panel when they log into their account. Now, one of the really cool things about the admin panel and the way it's been designed is once you've logged into that guy's account, you don't ever have to leave this screen to do pretty much anything with this customer. So for example, if you want to see the users within this company account, you click on the users tab and you can add, import. In modifying, it's the same thing everywhere you go. If you want to log in as one of these users, you click on the login button and boom, that will log you straight into their account. On the front end, if you want to do something with the addresses, you click on the address tab. Do something with cost centers for this customer, you click on the cost centers tab. See the orders they've placed in the past, and so on and so forth. So the picture that you're getting here, guys, is that once you've clicked into that customer's account, you don't ever have to leave the screen to do anything. A few tabs I'll focus on towards the end. You've got a really nice sales dashboard tab related to the customer, so we can see what they've spent across the different months. We get a breakdown, sales by classification, so what categories of items do they purchase. You get some trend information, sales by user, which is important because if there's 20 users within the same company, you need to know which ones are spending the money. And finally, top 10 products. So, for example, this guy buys Q-Connect punch pockets more than anything else. Beyond that, we've got the customer sniffing capability. Customer sniffing is a really, really great feature and what it's doing, it's basically recording every keystroke, every mouse click that customer makes whilst logged into their account, and it's providing you some analysis on how they use the store. So you can see products they've looked at, categories they've spent time in, searches they've made, things they've looked up on the ink and toner finder. And today its practical application is that it's a screen you want to go and have a look at before you make the next sales call to that customer, or before you make the next visit to that customer. Because you might discover that these guys have spent a whole bunch of time last month looking at the office furniture categories, for example. So, you know, there's never been a better time to talk to these guys about office furniture. So customer sniffing, you know, I'm sure the marketing guys would tell you it's the next best thing to bug in their office, something like that. But it's a great feature, and it can give you some powerful insights into how customers use the store. So that's customers very briefly. Guys, next up we're going to look at how do you price the website. Of course, pricing is very important. Now, at the very high level, there's 3 different ways that you can price the store. There's customer contracts and deals. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's customer specific pricing driven by their login. There is global contracts. You could think about global contracts as storefront pricing or B2C pricing. It's the ability to price the storefront independent of a customer. So think about the guy who just found you on the internet, stumbled across the website, clicks through, he doesn't have a login, he isn't registered. The pricing he sees at that point, that's the global pricing. But clearly that will be overridden by any customer pricing this guy has when he logs in. Finally, you've got group contracts, which are pretty self-explanatory, so kind of work really well if you've got like a local authority contract where you may have one pricing structure that you want to attach many different customers to. Now, whether you're in customer, global or group, the tools to price are exactly the same. So to just give you a flavour for what can be done here, I'm going to go ahead and do the pricing for the demo customer. So I'll click on their ID, select a contract. Contracts are simple, they've got a name and a date range. And once those things have been filled in, it's going to give you this list of buttons along the top here. And that contains all the tools you can use to price this guy's account. So first up, and the most obvious one, is contract pricing. So this guy buys KF 01087 at 14 quid a box. Code, price and add. Now you don't have to key that stuff in, you can just upload it through a spreadsheet, or that's the type of thing that we can automatically synchronize with your industry back office system as well. So Evolution was designed first and foremost as a standalone product, but it also integrates two-way with all the industry standard back office systems as well. So beyond net pricing, you've got matrix pricing. This is the ability to do markups or discounts off list on the matrix codes or the color codes in the wholesaler and dealer group catalogs. A very powerful feature. Classification pricing is basically pricing by category. So you could tell the system for all the products in those categories there, I would like to do a 20% discount off list and have that applied to the VOW catalogue. Hit save, boom, you're done. All the mailers from all the different wholesalers and dealer groups are maintained by us on your behalf. So for example, if you are distributing the VOW Office Plus mailer to your customers, then all you need to do is drag that mailer into this list here, and the customer will inherit the pricing within that mailer. Finally, you've got quantity breaks. Quantity breaks works exactly like contract pricing, it just adds an extra condition. So it's where you tell the system, this guy can buy Q-Connect copy paper at 12 quid a box, but he needs to buy 100 to get that price. So that's a very high level overview of pricing. It does go much deeper than that, and there's more complex controls, but I think for the demo that's probably enough. Next up, just want to talk to you briefly about products. So all the standard industry data from VOW, from Spices, from the dealer groups is maintained centrally by us, and you don't need to do anything to make that happen. But beyond that data, you are free to go ahead and dump in any additional items that you want. Now that could be unique SKUs, items from other verticals or categories that you do business in outside of the office products business. Could be anything. There's two ways to get additional SKUs into the software. You can either add them individually by clicking that button there, key in all the information. Alternatively, you can import those through a spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet's going to ask you for all the things you would expect. Give me a code, description, price, unit of measure, where would you like it to show up on the site, do you have a pretty picture, one or two other things. Providing you can fill in the blanks, you could literally blast in another 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 SKUs on top of the wholesaler and dealer group products. If there's any products within the system that you don't want to sell, any brand of items, then you can deactivate that brand and make those products disappear. Equally, you can also prioritize brands as well. So in this example, we've got QConnect prioritized. What that means is when the system is producing lists of products as the customers drill down through the website, so they browse the categories, they use search to find products, then where available it will return QConnect items above all other items. You can bundle products together, so you can tell the system, I want to sell the filing cabinet and throw in the tabs and the inserts FOC, so it supports all of those types of things. You can add additional categories to the store. You can add additional root level categories as well. So if you decided you wanted to get into another vertical or something outside of office products, that would simply be the case where you would add an additional category to the store and then start dumping products into it. So you've got super flexibility when it comes to products and adding additional SKUs. I think as we get towards the end of the demo, let's finish on some sales and marketing functionality. So in the accompanying storefront demo video, which you should take a look at if you haven't done so already, you will have seen that there's the ability to manage banners within an Evolution store, not just on the home page, but on category landing pages, and also linked to keyword search results. So this is where you can do that in the banner manager. So if I click on a promotion, it's going to show me all the different banner positions. If I then click on a banner itself, first thing that's going to come back is the banner's name and its date range. So that's really cool. Each banner is date specific. And the reason we did that is so you can stack these things up in advance. I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months in advance if you want to take it that far. So doing seasonal promotions, quarterly promotions, stacking it up, and then just allow the dates to take care of that. And what should happen is, as the old stuff disappears off the site, the new stuff flies in. If we come along to the banner image tab, it will show you the content that currently occupies that space. To change it to something else, you just browse, navigate to the new banner image and click upload, and it will replace this with whatever you just uploaded. Beyond that, we could link that banner to a keyword search, so we could tell the system every time somebody searches for anything with the keyword copy of paper, push this banner content right to the top of that results list. And also we could link this to a category landing page, so when somebody browses the site and they land on the A4 copy of paper category, push this banner content to the top of that page. Of course, what happens when somebody clicks on the banner? Well, you can link them to a URL like this one here, or you can actually build a custom page behind that banner that's got the text and the products on it you would like the customer to see, ideally that was relevant to the promotion being offered. We can support discount codes and coupon codes, special offers. There's a really nice rewards program baked into the software. Customers can accumulate points and redeem those points against some gift items. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the accompanying storefront demo video that you will see alongside this.